Is everybody able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first thing is whenever you reach the login page, we've actually got a not registered button down here that if you click, you're able to go to a registration page. There has been a smaller update to this page where you can now select multiple countries instead of just being able to register as coming from the United States. So you can go here and you can say, I'm from France, and it actually auto-populates a drop-down for states and provinces for the individual countries. So we also have a definitive list of provinces for each individual country, so we can know where in the country that you've chosen that you're registering from. And then we've still got the city and postal code and things like that. So I can come in here and I can register and I can say I'm from the Lorraine district in France. Say I'm from Paris. I'm not sure what the postal code format is for France, but it is a free-form input there, so we accept any types of postal codes regardless of country that you're in. Let me just say I'm a college freshman and work in science. So it sends you an email just like the system always has, but the user that is signing up now is registered as coming from Lorraine, France. So no longer will we have users registering that are in European countries and they're saying they're from Tennessee or they're from Indiana, when in reality they're from a foreign country. So it should give us better visibility into who's actually using the innovation portal. The other thing is, if I go back to the login page, I log in as myself, type my password correctly. All right, we have made another change to the review system where when you're reviewing a portfolio and you go to an element, previously we've had this panel down here that slides out whenever you're writing a review for an element. Whenever you had finished writing your comments and selecting your score, we had a button down here that you would be forced to click to save your changes and your comments and things like that. If you didn't click that button, you would no longer, if you navigated away from the page, your changes would be gone. So if you absent-mindedly, clicked element B and you were working on element A and you had like a paragraph of text or something like that, it would all be gone. Now what we can do is we can write any comments, we can select our score, and all of this is automatically saved. There's no longer a button, so the moment you do something, it's saved to the system. So whenever you're done typing and you switch to element B, then you can open up the review panel for element B, and once again, it's automatically saved. Give it a 2 or something. So we can always switch back to element A and we can look at the comments and things like that that we had put in element A without having to click any sort of buttons. So this is very useful for people that have laptops and things like that, or maybe they've got bad power, or they just don't want to accidentally click away from this page and lose any changes that they've had, since the changes are automatic and they are nearly instantaneous.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just have a quick question on this. Right above where it says choose the score, I noticed it's kind of highlighting the 2 and there's a plus sign right there.
Yes.
Is there also a negative sign somewhere? Or I'm just curious about the...
No, the plus sign actually indicates that you can click on it again and it brings up this flying rubric.
Okay. I'm wondering if there might be a different symbol, because sometimes in teachers who score sometimes might give a student a 2+, like to emphasize that it's not just a 2, but it's a borderline of 3, and so that might be a little bit confusing.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's another universal symbol or not, but in my mind, with my eye, I look at that and think, oh, the student got a 2+ instead of the 2.
Okay, yeah, that actually makes sense. You know, we can definitely evaluate other symbols or icons to put there that would better indicate that when you click on this, it actually brings up the flying rubric. So that is definitely something that we can evaluate. And it does make sense, that plus sign leading a user to believe that that is a 2+ instead of just a 2, but you also have the option to bring up another element on the page.
Yeah.
Okay. So regarding the things that I've really been working on, those are the 2 primary things in this sprint. So they're far less exciting than that amazing editor that I and Cameron have been working on, but hopefully everything is going to be automated like this in the editor and things like that. So we're working towards polishing the system up.
It's amazingly smooth, Estel. Very.